desire, driven, the skill and competitive spirit to find the will to win. That's PGF softball. High fly ball, well struck center field. That's a rocket down the line. Add a little Southern California dreaming and you've got it all, the PGF Nationals. So put away the sunscreen and pass the eye black, because the light shines the brightest on those willing to lay it all on the line for a national championship. It's a postcard every time you visit Southern California. It is absolutely a spectacular place to gather the very best softball players in North America and crown champions. This is the 16U Platinum Division National Championship. The AI Bandits Breer with players out of Washington and Idaho, and the All-American Sports Academy Picus out of Northern California. It's going to be a fun one. Hi there, folks. Irvine, California. Glad to have you back with us. This is Amanda Freed, Olympic gold medalist. My name is Darren Sutton. We celebrate the sport being back. We celebrate this level of competition. And this 16U age group is really golden because most of them, with the new rules, are not yet committed. A lot of coaches watching.
I think this is such a fun age to watch because these athletes are going to be coming back. This is an opportunity to earn a berth for next year's Nationals, PGF Nationals, where everybody wants to be. I love this age group. They're young, they're excited, a lot uncommitted, so they're playing for a whole lot out here today.
Let's take a peek at the starting lineups. We'll introduce all of these athletes as we play through this game. We're thrilled to see them work with Chloe Saxton at the top of the order. She is awaiting to get the cue from our production team. Allison Harris, Lily Bean works behind the plate. It's Haley Rath, Olivia Matlock, Rachel Sissom, Gabby Toney, Tori Trotter, and Sammy Bolton. Here we go. In orange, the AI Bandits. AASA, the All-American Sports Academy. That's Brooklyn Heffernan in the circle. Heffernan goes to work for this Picus coach team. We're glad to have you with us, and that one fires high. We're underway, 1-0 the count. Brooklyn, California native, Ceres, California, played at the PGF Nationals 12 and 14U as she works in the circle against Saxton. And she got her. That one up and in, hit her with a pitch, and that's not a comfortable way, but you know what, that's a base runner.
Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to settle into this ball game. It's a big stage, maybe the biggest any of these athletes have played on so far in their career. I like the idea of going in tight. That ball just rides in a little too far, and that'll be the first base runner of the ball game.
Catcher and a third baseman. This is Allison Harris as she gets the assignment at third base, drops down a beautiful bunt, moves that runner into scoring position quickly. The defense as they work in the navy blue uniforms for All-American. McCown and Moore and Jordan outfield, Groves, Bridgman, Chow and Aronia infield, Picus behind the plate. Sack bunt, here's Lily Bean. Lily has that one sneak right on by her. Out of Kirkland, Washington, Lake Washington High School. Lily headed to colleges in the South. Is where she would like to go, somewhere in that deep South, find a place to play, yet uncommitted. Erica and Steven are her parents. But remind everyone, Amanda, we talked about it coming on the air. If you are a 22, this is your year of recruiting once the fall comes around, correct?
Yeah, so these are incoming seniors and rising seniors, and typically you would feel like this is so late in the recruiting process. I can't believe these athletes are uncommitted. You would start to feel a real press to commit, but not anymore. I love that the rules changed and these athletes have an opportunity to grow and develop in the sport, and now these seniors have an opportunity to find a place that they really fit.
And that's what Lily is doing. Erica and Steven are her parents. She is an only child. As she fights that one off to the right side in center field, Moore makes the play. A little bluff tag, a little hesitation, but in the end moves on down. Saxton, a little stutter step momentarily. I think she had all eyes on her coach, and she moves up.
But this is a great decision. That ball's behind her, and it's taking Moore towards right center field. There is that hesitation, but a nice job of then committing to third base.
Haley Rath out of Eatonville, Washington. Haley takes that right up under her helmet. 1-0 the count. Haley's committed to Western Washington University. One more year of school. She's a 2022. The daughter of Sarah and Brian, and the younger sis of Caitlin. Pretty pitch just off the plate from Heffernan. Slightly open stance. Beautiful pitch hits the inside corner, turned that one over.
And Heffernan has thrown every inning of bracket play for this All-American Sports Academy. She's really been the backbone of this team, and they've come through behind her as well.
Back to the screen it goes. Outstanding student Rath, #1 on that bright orange and purple jersey. Honor Society member, high school student rep for athletic leadership. There's some great colors. That's some good eye black. Some eye black bronze. Well, it looked like she did, and that's a good call. It's made from behind home plate. That's strike 3. Heffernan really backed off that time in an effective pitch. We're through 1/2. Glad to have you hanging with us. The All-American Sports Academy Pikus coached team gets ready to take their opportunity. Charlie Pikus is the coach of this team, who pitched at Sacramento State. Let's take a look at the top of the order. Abby, his daughter, leads things off. It's McNown, it's Aronia, it's Sydney Groves, it's Bridgman, Chow, Jordan, Meyer, and Moore, 1 through 9. And Sherwood, Janina Sherwood, goes to work in the circle. Excited to see what she is able to do. Sherwood out of Bethel, Washington, is a 2024. Beautiful curveball, dots the outside corner, strike 1 to Pikus.
We were just commenting on the years of these athletes. A lot of athletes going into their senior year playing down in the 16 division, and then you have those 2024s playing up. So it's a real mix of a few ages.
A lot of younger athletes, as you said. When we talk about Sherwood, she will tell us, I'm a pitcher that hit a high of 66. I averaged 62 to 64. My favorite pitches, my curveball, my screwball, my rise ball. Those are the words of Yanina. She fires home an 0-2 screwball. That's strike 3, and down goes Pikus.
A big smile by Sherwood. It's always nice to get that first hitter that you see beautifully play screwball down in the zone. Might have even been a drop. Look at that rotation right at the knees.
Drew McCowan now, out of Roseville, California, non-committed, a 2023 Granite Bay High School. And she takes strike 1. 4 times she has had a chance to play at PGF Nationals. Daughter of Shay and Brian, and the older sister of Sammy, who was 13 years old. 0-2. She was crushing it in the classroom, a 4.25 GPA. Seal of biliteracy already, Spanish and English. High school newspaper. She's a great journalist, a great writer. Strong resume already as she takes outside, a good student. And you know what? That makes things easier for coaches, right? When they make their decision, you may help me get some academic money your way.
Yeah, I can't stress that enough for these athletes who are looking to find a home in college, how important it is to stay on top of your academics. Because of that reason, there's so much competition. If you can help yourself out with those good grades and get some academic money, that helps.
Nice job coming from behind home plate. Lily Bean stuck with that one. Made it clear that she was a step into fair territory and fired a strike. McCowan runs pretty well too. You'd better get it right. She did.
You have to make a decision, jump out, and that's what Bean does. Jumps out, nice throw, keeps her lane inside the baseline.
Katie Aragonu. And Katie, I said your name wrong a couple of times early on. We'll fix that in post. But Katie helped us out with a pronunciation. She helped us with an AIR-U-GO-NU. Out of Los Banos, California, Los Banos High School. Katie Aragonu fouls that one back to the screen. Katie, the daughter of Julie and Damien. This is not only a great softball player, varsity 4 years, having a chance to jump in 1 year early prior to being in high school, but also all-league golfer, too. Good curveball, good take. Freed, I just threw 2 sports in a bucket that don't always get thrown in the bucket.
Golf and softball?
Yes.
I know, I love that though. I don't think we played enough. I'm just a huge fan of playing multiple sports in general. I think it's a great way to stay athletic, stay on top of your game. I think it helps you in softball.
Well, Aragonu not only plays golf and plays it at an all-league level, 2 years varsity volleyball all-league as well, basketball too.
Yeah, I love that, and I think college coaches love that as well. They know that they're going to get a versatile athlete, somebody who can move well.
That one disappears away. That's the electricity, the spin. Loves her curveball, loves her rise ball. She married the 2 pitches that time. Boy, tough to track this one. Contact, not really an option. They're 1 scoreless. Brooklyn Heffernan ready to roll. She deals with Olivia Matlock, Rachel Sissom to start things back to back. Matlock, the first baseman from Menlo, Washington, as she takes just in and off the plate. Lapa Valley High School, and she is committed to St. Martin's University. A couple of years ago, played on a team that finished 3rd here at PGF Nationals. The daughter of Tori and Pat. Bouncing ball should stay through, and it does. Big aggressive turn, it rolls all the way toward the wall.
And this ball crushed straight into the ground, a big high hard hop and an unfortunate deflection. Moore out there in center field, perfectly positioned for the backup, but then the ball tips off the glove of second baseman Jasmine and gets into left center field.
Under the swing there. Rachel Sissom, the second baseman, with Matlock at second base. Pushes that bunt, just dies, collides, coming with the defender. Aragonu collided with the base runner, and it's just a question of where was the base runner? And if the base runner was actually inside the line, that's an interesting call there being made. Runner moves to 3rd and Matlock. It looked like she might have been a step or 2 in.
Well, I know that the ball was fair territory that entire time, and so it looked like Aragonu stayed in fair territory to field that, but we'll get a better look here.
What'd you think?
I mean, both were obviously going to play. I don't think anything was malicious or intentional, but to me, the fielder has to have a play on that ball, and the runner has to make their way to foul territory, but at what point do they have to get over there before it becomes that type of a play? I don't know.
Sissom is on the move. She'll hold up and just step right on in.
Now there is that the replay option where the coaches can challenge and review it, but they only get one a game. So maybe if that was later in the ball game, I'm sure that would have been something that we would have thought to go to review, but we're still early in the ball game.
Gabby Toney swings right through that one. Gabriana, her given name. Inglemoor High School, she's a 2024, has played at PGF at the 12U, at the 14U age group. Mom is Gail. Sis is Gracie, she's 15, a year younger. That one's high and inside. Gabby plays to honor her mom, her aunt. That one is fouled off. Her mom and her aunt have always been there for, and it's, along with their sister, the four of them pulling on the rope together. She said, my greatest challenge was that I lost my grandma this year. I have loving family, friends, teammates, and coaches who are around who support me. Well, I can understand that, Gabby, as that one is off the plate outside. It's been a tough year for a lot of reasons for many, but this would be a great way to honor, to earn the right to play all the way here. You got to this point a lot of times in your career, and you do think about the people that got you here.
Oh, absolutely, because it takes so much hard work and effort from everybody.
Pops that one up. Right behind home plate, Pike is the catcher. Well, that's a huge first out with those runners looming.
Number 5, Tori Trotter.
Tori Trotter now, Timberline High School. Aggressive swing right back to the screen it goes. Tori from Lacey, Washington. National level Taekwondo competitor. It's played here at PGF as well. Swings right through that rise ball. 0-2 the count. Our Aunt Tiffany played at Bethune-Cookman. And it's Tori and her mom Stephanie. The two of them taking on the world together. Swings right through that one. Tori goes down. Boy, a couple of huge outs back-to-back. How about Heffernan?
Heffernan really stepping up and delivering when her team needs it. A couple runners in scoring position, trusting that rise ball. Look at the spin on that pitch. Right through the zone. Tough to lay off of, tough to make contact with.
Samantha Sammy Bolton from Kent, Washington, Kent Lake High School. Mom played college soccer at George Mason. Jolene. Her dad is Wayne. In and out of the catcher's mitt it goes. Things started really messy for Heffernan in this inning. She's got a chance to wiggle right off the hook. That's a good hang around right there.
That's a really great spot to be in with the number 9 hitter up, 0-2 count. Heffernan has had really nice control of her pitches.
Roll to the left side. Fielding, firing on across the diamond. Sydney Groves is there. Exactly where she wanted to be. What a job by Brooklyn Heffernan. Double started things. A single followed, and then all of a sudden, 1, 2, 3. Scored us. This is a tough call to make.
Yeah, and you think early in the ball game, maybe not using the review, but this was a major momentum change until the ending ended without a run scored. But look at where this bunt is in fair territory. The fielder, the runner collide. I feel like the first baseman has to have access to that ball to make a play. I know the runner is not maliciously staying in fair territory, but that's what the lines are for, the base paths. And, you know, good thing it ended the way that it did, the inning did, but that could have really changed the path of the ballgame.
Yep, you're exactly right. Props to Heffernan for cleaning it up on her own there. Sydney Groves leads things off. She's out of Meridian, Idaho Eagle High School. She is a Boise State commit. Brand new coach there at Boise State. To the right side. When I had a chance to connect and learn a little bit about that Boise State program.
And Justin Schultz getting down there from Oregon, where he was the assistant under Missy Lombardi, taking on the head coaching job at Boise State. He's just got to be chomping at the bit, looking at these athletes that he's got incoming, getting real excited about the way that program is growing.
Bouncing ball right side again. This firm surface, easy hit. Sydney Groves is on. Played at PGF Nationals back in 2017. Her mom is Michelle.
The dirt is hard. Going to her right is Sysum. Turns and makes a nice throw, but just a little too deep behind that bag. The grass line cut pretty far back.
Caitlin Bridgman takes this opportunity. Bulldog, as she is known, from Tracy, California. She's a Utah Valley commit, a 2022 grad. Her brother is Jared. Mom is Melody, dad is Jamie. Centers that one up and lets it die. What a heads-up play! Unbelievable, and let's hope as she hops back up that Grove's knee is okay. Whether she meant to or not, an incredibly heads-up play firing behind the base runner, Harrison. Wow. Is this just pure luck?
No, I think that they've practiced this play. I think this is just really good heads-up softball, knowing that she was playing too far back, Harris was, to be able to make that play at first. So she knows base runners tend to go by, throws a strike, and gets that out.
So Bridgman, who dropped down at beauty, reaches on a single. Here you go.
We've seen some really nice short game today, but look at that. Takes a peek over to first base and then caught off second.
Jasmine Chow, Monte Vista High School in Danville, California. Yeah, that scared me. I was glad to see her hop up because she grabbed at that knee right away. Bunks it back to the backstop. 1-2, the count on Jasmine Chow. Seems to be okay. It's a normal thing, right? You take a turn, take a look at the situation.
Yep, on sacrifices you are taught to go in hard, going hard to the base, because that can happen. It doesn't happen often, but you always want to slide in hard on a sacrifice.
Chow at 2023. She's eyeing a high academic school. She says with good engineering, MIT, Ivy League level, that's what she does in the classroom, so she wants to match it. 4.33 GPA, AP scholar, as she takes a curveball outside. She's also played baseball, played in an all-girls baseball tournament, Baseball for All, a couple of weeks back at the Cal Ripken Complex in Aberdeen, Maryland. Played for the East Bay Oaks all-girls baseball tournament. Takes that one the other way, right on top of the bag. How about that? How you liking me now, that double play? Madlock right into her glove, and when she had it hit that glove, the foot was right on top of the bag. Great approach. Tough luck. And oh, you betcha. That's what my defense is for. Hey there, folks. Beautiful Irvine, California. Amanda Freed, Darren Sutton at the Premier Girls Fastpitch 16U Platinum Division National Championship game. Back to the top of the order, Brooklyn Heffernan goes to work against Chloe Saxton, who pops it foul into the seats. Chloe was hit by a pitch but was stranded back in the first inning. Deanna Manning Stadium, probably about 10 miles as the crow flies, or the seagull out here to the beach. Popped up right side. Let's watch the communication. Good communication as Jordan called off Chow. A little snow cone. You could see it pop in and out, but she held on to it nicely. And Allison Harris now takes her chance. Alio, as she is called by her teammates and her friends, out of Graham, Washington. A 2022, a non-commit, and a changeup that was tough to handle. Alio is the daughter of Lucy and Mike. Parents both active in high school sports. She lifts that one up to the right side. This week has been fun. It's been great to see all the complexes opened up, Fountain Valley and Huntington Beach. Great park.
Yeah, we didn't know if we were going to make it to today after last summer and just missing it and everything we've had to go through, especially out here in Southern California, to get to this point. It just felt good to see all the coaches in that room again, doing the coaches draw, and just back to the grind.
1-2 the count. In, right behind. Nice play there by Bridgman, who stepped behind her taller third baseman and made a nice play. The key was the pitch was in, and you couldn't do a whole lot with it.
Yeah, nice hard swing, quick hands through the zone, but on the handle. Great positioning. That's Bridgman out there at shortstop, covering some ground.
Lily Bean comes up empty, 0-1 the count. This is a State Cup champion level goalie as well on the pitch, an outstanding soccer player too. 16U Platinum, finished third 2 years ago playing up. And Lily Bean drives that one to right with a base hit. She said COVID was the greatest challenge I've had to overcome. I lost both my high school season, travel ball season. I just trained harder. By myself a lot, but I got prepared for this season. We heard that story a lot, didn't we?
Oh, it was reoccurring, and just seeing what these athletes and hearing about what they set up in their garage, how they just had to find ways on their own with their parents and just get creative. But it really allowed them an opportunity to think about what it was that they needed personally to grow in. And for some, it was just a little bit of a break, and for others, it was hardcore fine-tuning of skills.
Zoe Smithson is running, number 22 in that bright orange jersey out of Port Angeles High School in Washington. A non-commit. And the daughter of Stacy and Larry, she's running at first. Haley Rath takes up and in. One ball, one strike the count. Top half of inning number 3. Again, buries that screwball in. Easy chance. Caitlin Bridgman makes the play for the out. If you come on a road trip to play in the Nationals here, you've got to take the break day or stay an extra day or a week or two.
And welcome back to the bottom of the third inning. Let's take you back to a play. Sydney Groves in the dugout there for All-American Sports Academy. This was last inning, a sacrifice bunt put down. Groves takes a round. Legs slip out from underneath. She immediately grabs that knee. It was a scary moment when it happened, but she did get up and walk off, but she's in the dugout now. monitoring and just playing it safe. An unfortunate play there takes Sydney Groves out of the game.
Beautiful pitch over the inside corner, and Sydney looks on now. Certainly not where we want her. We trust that that leg, whatever part of it feels discomfort's okay. That's the most important thing. Her parents feel the same way, her coaching staff. Good pitch, stubborn in. Marissa Jordan with the bat in her hands. Roseville, California, Roseville High School. She's a San Francisco State University commit. And the daughter of Todd and Judith. Dad played college baseball. Mom ran track in high school as that one is high. Takes that rise ball up and out of there. What do you want to be after you've tackled all the softball you can tackle and played as long as you can? When you ask Marissa, she says a dentist or an orthodontist. Plans on studying biology out of the gates. She fouls that one off. She said, when you run into me in 10 years, I will have my doctoral degree, I will have won a national tournament, I will have met Paul Rudd, and I will have been to a big-time Rush concert. Down and in, pulled the string. Excellent pitch because she had been firm in there. This one's soft.
All right, great location on this pitch. Down and in. Really tough to get the barrel on this ball. Knees to shins.
Emily Meyer from Pleasanton, California, Foothills High School, a 2023 grad. Came out here a couple of years ago and played in the last PGF. Both these pitchers are fearless in.
You know, that's that's really stood out in this ball game, is just right out of the gates. Pitchers hammering in that inside corner, even with 2 strikes, not afraid to go inside and challenge the hitters.
Get in the box for me. What do you do? I mean, that one up and away. That was a show-me pitch up. What do you do if you're hitting against a pitcher that's in?
Well, it's uncomfortable because you got to start firing your hands earlier, but then you see that change up and it makes you sit back. So you've got to position yourself to where you can either clear the hands on that inside pitch or make a decision that that's the one you're going to sit on. But to think you're going to attack and protect on that inside corner and protect the outside, it's a tall order.
I always think of a changeup in as a gutsy pitch, but if you can throw it with effect, if you're throwing firm in, that's
right.
You just better not miss.
Yeah.
You know, you better not let it, float back out over the plate. Let's see what she comes with. 3-1 here. Hitters count. Inside. Meyer earns the walk, the DP. Hispanos High School, a 2023 grad, Haley Moore, is eyeing Santa Barbara and Sac State, UC Davis, and Long Beach, a couple of places that she has thought about possibly playing for. Screwball got the outside corner. Yeah, putting some ice on the inside of that leg there. Still cheering. I hope that leg's okay, Sid. Back out there twice. That one skips right on through. It's a stolen base for Meyer.
A really nice jump by Meyer.
same approach, but instead away. Stubborn away. And the last screwball, the best screwball.
And that's what you want to do. If you're hitting a corner and you're successful with it, stay there until the hitter shows you they can make an adjustment. But Sherwood just inches it little by little off the plate until it's unhittable. It's a really nice sequence.
Anita Sherwood fires home. That one slapped. Couple of steps in and then back. Trotter is there to make the play. Got a smile on her face. She tracked it in. Oh, look at those eyes. That's great. Scored us. There's that empty feeling when you think you know where a softball is heading, but you don't. But you're athletic enough to recover.
Oh, Tori Trotter.
And what's the feeling?
Eyes say it
That's
all.
the feeling.
Oh, man, it happens. It happens. You get excited, you see that ball big, and then it just carries. But good athletes recover, as you said, and makes the play.
Olivia Matlock goes to work as that one is high and inside. A move to third base. To the right side. Figured it. Two and one the count. On the inside corner. Marissa Jordan comes in from right field and is now playing third base. Take a peek at who takes over in right field here momentarily. Hate to see Groves having to watch as that one is lined to the right side. Chow makes the play for the out. McCowan moves around from left field, and
now batting second baseman number 30.
she is now in right field. So we'll take a peek on who's working out there in left. McCowan actually stays in left as that one hits the outside corner for a strike. And so in right field moving around is Emily Meyer, the DP. So Meyer now has to put a glove on. All that to set things up for Jordan. Cowan stays in left. We thought she might have moved over, but Meyer is in right for Marissa Jordan. One away. Rachel Sysom singled back in the second inning. That curveball just off the plate.
I've been really impressed with the pitcher's command of both sides of the plate, and those outside pitches for both Sherwood and Heffernan have been very close, just off the outside edge.
Skips a changeup in there that time. Brooklyn Heffernan. West Texas A&M, San Francisco State, Concordia. She's thought of those schools as she heads into her senior year. Perfect spot to be. Jordan is there. Just moved in to take over for her mate Groves.
Over at that hot corner, nice line drive, good reactions by Jordan. Goes upstairs and brings it back down.
Pretty good pitch just off the plate inside to Gabby Tony. Tony popped out to the catcher. And this was one of the turning points, the confidence for sure for Heffernan. Runners on second and third and nobody out. She proceeded to get Tony and Trotter and Bolton all in a row. Heffernan plans on going into the field of nursing, working in the medical field, neonatal nurse practitioner, something she's thought about. Boy, nice job finding that softball. Abby Pikus hopped up, had a little bit of help, but she found it right away. That's a lockdown inning for Heffernan. Middle of the fourth, scoreless. Bottom half of the fourth inning, and an opportunity for the ASA squad, All-American Sports Academy squad, to go to work. Over the top, down and in. 0-1 the count. Drew McCowan. A nice play made by Lily Bean on a little bouncing ball out in front of the plate. The catcher threw her out back in the first inning. 1-1 the count. True varsity freshman and sophomore year. Takes high, 2-1 the count. She's already earned herself. Yeah, this may be an opportunity. We'll see if this may be a flip-flop where she jumps into that DP spot, right? Boy, good pitch. No fun for the hitter.
Nope.
Start that curveball middle half and then run it in.
And pitchers can be hesitant to go in on the lefty like this, but Sherwood just keeps on hitting that spot. Such a nice down and inside pitch. Got some drop, got some curve.
2-2 the count on Drew. He's got 3-3 on the back of that jersey. Good take outside. She dedicates her softball play to her cousin Carter, a fourth grader diagnosed with brain cancer. She says he's fighting, has such an amazing attitude through chemo. He inspires me to take nothing for granted on the field. Go get him, Carter. Fights that one off, rolls it to the right side. Another tough pitch down and in. Tyson turns it into an out. The second baseman. Katie Aragonu.
First baseman number 2, Katie Aragonu. Number 2.
Struck out back in the first inning. Good to see Groves out there with the ability to hit. Katie to the right side. Bolton makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman, 0, Sydney Groves.
Throw behind her a couple of innings ago had her turning, heading back to the bag, putting some awkward weight on her leg, had her come out defensively. But she'll stay in and hit as that curveball runs up and away. Groves out of Meridian, Idaho, as we shared. National Honor Society member this year, and also volunteers to coach a 10U team as well, travel team. Fly ball center field, pretty well struck, but the ballpark holds it. She eases her way to first, that's why she's in there. Try and knock the ball over the boards. You can jog if you do that. End of 4, scoreless. Love it. We've loved seeing the families here enjoying the softball. It's a beautiful time of day here in Irvine as well. It's nice and cool, a breeze. This last week of celebration of the sport. So many families out here. The AI Bandits try to get it going. As they get it going here in the top half of inning number 5. Toy Trotters first. Struck out back in the second inning. AI continues to establish team opportunities throughout the Pacific Northwest, using the highest quality indoor practice facilities with the use of artificial intelligence technology. Great Fastpitch platform to develop with, and it's an exciting time to have them here fighting for this championship.
That's a great look for the program also. When you're trying to grow and expand, what better way to be seen than in a game like this?
They share in talking with some of their leaders, learning, developing, mastering the game of fast pitch. That's the goal in a very modern way.
I think it's helpful also to be learning that at this level when you know it's going to be happening at the collegiate level as well, so you stay one step ahead. All the technology available, the information at the hands of the athletes and coaches, but knowing how to use it.
Jeff Breer is the head coach of this AI program. Brian Herring's an assistant. Chris Breer is an assistant. Pat Matlock on his staff as well, along with Mike Harris. The AI Bandits growing in the Pacific Northwest. 2-2 the count. Screwball, got it a swing right through it. Trotter goes down for the second time, and now Sammy Bolton.
Just a nice location. Look at Tori Trotter's toes right up on the line. She's trying to protect that outside pitch. Heffernan's got so much movement and command that you just can't sit comfortable.
Curveball inside and off the plate, 1-0 the count to Sammy Bolton. Sammy out towards short, 2 steps to her left, and in time for the out, Bridgman makes the play on over to Aragonu. 6-3, 2 outs in the inning. That is 6 in a row sat down by Heffernan.
We've seen some great defensive plays tonight. Only 2 hits on both sides, but this infield and the outfield doing a nice job making the routine plays and also some difficult ones.
Pulls the hands in, drives it foul. Back to the top of the order in Chloe Saxton. Chloe Money, CJ, some of the nicknames she wears with pride as she takes a changeup, frozen, 0-2. Committed to the University of Montana. She's out of Seattle, Holy Names Academy. Down off the end of the bat, Chow puts that one to bed, back behind the bag. Back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings. Heffernan settling in. Will there be some support in just a moment? Stay tuned. Greetings from beautiful Irvine, California. Just a slice of heaven as the sun says goodbye out to the west over the Pacific Ocean. And we say hello to all of you if you're just finding us. Bottom half of inning number 5. All-American Sports Academy. Picus team hitting here in the bottom of the 5th inning. AI Bandits, the Picus team, by the way, out of Northern California, the Bandits team. In the Great Northwest, Washington, Idaho, Oregon. Bouncing ball up the ladder, better hurry. That's a nice play. Harrison's made a couple of key plays, and I'm telling you, it's that arm that's most impressive.
Right, a bullet over to first base for sure. If that ball gets through to shortstop, that's a safe at first, but look at that over the shoulder. Nice throw.
Allison, impressive. I mean, behind the runner play on a turn. Jasmine Chow now That's line foul, just foul, would have been extra bases.
Just hooked it. Plenty fair around the bag, and then look at that tail at the very end. A good 1.5 foot foul, but very close.
Yanina Sherwood has been special in this game. Henry M. Jackson High School, Washington native, in 2024. As that one runs up and away. She was her team's MVP, first team All-Western Conference as a pitcher. In the classroom, she's a 3.8 GPA.
This is definitely a pitcher to keep your eye on. A lot of really great tools. Her speed is one thing. I think she's still got a lot of potential to get faster, but it's the way she keeps the ball down, throws it hard in the zone, hard down in the zone, induces a lot of ground ball outs, miss hits, something that becomes really effective at that next level.
She takes advantage. She's got height and those longer legs. We'll tell you about her workout regimen in a minute, but she takes advantage of those legs.
It definitely has the height, but it's how you use it. Gets out there almost to the end of that circle. Really explosive, nice push.
Sherwood fires a 3-1, 3-2 the count. If you're gonna hang with her, Monday is pitching and hitting. Tuesday's team hitting. Wednesday is legs. A little bit of back as well. Pitching lesson with her coaches Thursday. Friday's another workout day or possibly a rest. Saturday and Sunday team practices. If you're gonna hang with her for a week. A little roller up the ladder using those legs and that height again. 2 outs. I think by day 3 I'd stop hanging with her.
You're no fun.
I'd be exhausted.
I'm outta here.
Where's the pizza?
That's on Fridays. You gotta make it there first.
That's right, she did mention a possible rest day. That's great stuff. Here's Marissa Jordan. To the right side, foul, 0-1 the count. Daughter of Angelica and Jack working in the circle, and that one is high. And she talks about her brother, since she's by far the baby of the family. Her sister Brianna's 32, her brother Ryan's 25, and she says, my brother, I didn't know him a lot when I was younger, 10 years older, now I do. And he truly is a huge part of my life. It really inspires me how hard he works. In and out of the catcher's mitt, but it's still a strike. Funny how relationships can come together when younger people come of age.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I had a younger sister that I feel like at times I missed some of the years of her middle school and on life, but then when we both became adults together, you kind of get to re-know that person and appreciate them more for who they are and just who they are to you.
It's her brother Ryan she speaks of. Dad played college basketball, mom volleyball, up through high school. It's going to be interesting to see where her journeys take her. Again, a reminder, she is a sophomore, heading into her sophomore year. As that one is up and away, 3-2. Frustrated with the non-call or maybe the take. I think she's more frustrated because that was up.
Yeah, sometimes as pitchers, we want what we want called.
Got it.
Because you don't want to have to throw that one. I don't want to throw it any closer to the middle of the plate than I have to. But when you work on your pitches as hard as she does and you throw it where you want, sometimes you want those questionable ones called.
I can remember thinking, mine, of course, baseball. Why aren't you swinging at that?
Right.
You're supposed to be swinging.
That was so good.
3-2 the count. That pitch is low. That's a heck of an at-bat. Marissa Jordan, a tip of the cap to you. You just earned that walk, and everything is golden in a scoreless game. To the right side, a couple of steps over. Easy chance for Sysom. She turns it into an out. Right by the beach. 15 minutes from here, that's where you go watch the sunset. Beautiful Southern California. Sun peeking through before it leaves us for the evening. Well, if we're going to talk about someone's work defensively, we raise certainly a positive thought on Allison Harris. She drives that one to right. And what she's done to everybody else, she has done to her. Emily Meyer, who stepped in out of that DP role, boy, she closed that gap nicely.
That was a really nice swing. And for everything Harris has been doing defensively, thought this might be the chance for her to get it done offensively, just misses that gap shot.
Lily Bean flied to center field and then singled. King County first team catcher, freshman year. Offensive player of the year her freshman year. Boy, good pitch for a power hitter, drifting under it. And putting that one away is Jasmine Chow. Again, rewarded for coming in off the plate.
And that is center fielder number 1, Haley Grant.
14 of 15 have been sat down. There's a single by Lily Bean, who we just saw a moment ago in the middle of all that. That one slipped right through her fingertips. 1-0 the count.
And Heffernan has thrown every inning of bracket play, so talk about a well-conditioned pitcher.
Again, buries it in time for the out. Bridgman on across, Aragonu. Scoreless contest to the bottom half of inning number 6 we go. Nail biter. The Premier Girls Fastpitch 16U National Championship at the Platinum Division. AI Bandits out of the Pacific Northwest. The All-American Sports Academy, Picus. That squad out of Northern California. Here we go, bottom half of inning number 6. Haley Moore is first. And Haley takes up and in, 1-0 the count. The daughter of Regina and Kirk. Outstanding student in the classroom. Two-time WAC scholar, 18th in her class in GPA. That zone just extended a bit, 1-1.
And Allison Harris over there at third base is creeping in and off the line. And that's exactly where Sherwood is throwing off the plate, trying to feed it right to Harris. There's been a vacuum over at third.
She offered, 1-2 the count. And this is a defense that is set up for Haley to slap and play it the other way. Should she pull one to right center field, she can run for days. Outstanding speed, and they're playing her to let the ball travel, put it on the ground. And they pitch her there, too.
Now there's really no secrets right now what's happening. She knows it's going outside. It doesn't make it any easier to make good contact on.
Hanging around as she chases Abby Picus out of the on-deck circle. Three and two the count.
This is what you want out of your number 9 hitter. This is a big time situation here for Haley. So far has worked herself through a really good at bat.
Rolls that one to the left side, flying up the line. She's on. What an at bat. Her coach said, by the way, on the scouting report, a speedy slapper seems to get better when she gets 2 strikes.
And what great barrel control. I mean, if this ball is any harder into the ground, that's playable by Harris, but instead gets it in the perfect spot. Makes Saxton go into the hole and make that throw, but she just makes solid contact. And Moore is off to the races.
Head coach Charlie Pikus. This one is dropped down by his daughter. Not in time. Abby Pikus with a bunt single, a couple of runners on. Here in the bottom half of the 6th. I don't know if you can clearly say she was bunting only to sacrifice with that kind of speed.
Beautiful bunt, good spot right up the middle, makes Harris go a long way. Take a look. I don't know that you get much closer than that.
Drew McCowan now. Charlie Pikus, the head coach, and they're going to take a look at this one. Replay is in play at this event. And so we will find out now as the umpires come together. Daniel Maldonado, our home plate umpire. Lawrence Martinez at first. Robert Pompa at second. Jeff Beauchamp comes in. So you're hearing the production truck. We're sharing that with you. Taking a look at all the looks.
And now this has to be undisputable in order to reverse it. I don't know that this is clearly an out.
All right, the call is safe as the review team took a look at that one. That's a well-spent replay, though. That is absolutely a well-spent replay. You called for it. You thought it would happen.
I agree, and I think you have to use that, and I think every coach would agree that they like the opportunity to challenge plays like this on this type of stage because, of course, these umpires do such a great job, but at the end of the day, everybody wants the right call to be made, especially when it's in this type of situation, this game, and I think that was a great place to use it.
Defensing the bunt, that one is taken high. Drew McCowan grounded out twice thus far in this game. This All-American team again. All-American Sports Academy. Charlie Pikus, the head coach. He pitched at Sac State in the 90s. Dave Cordoza, former NAIA player, junior college coach. Shelby Weeks on that staff as well. 1-0 little roller, middle of the diamond, steps on the bag in time for the out. Sysom, that's a real heads-up play, and the only play she could make. Runners on first and third.
And does a nice job here, hitting the ball up the middle. McCown does her job of moving the runner over to third base. And avoids the double play.
Katie Aragonu. Struck out, flied out. Chance to deliver the first blow. She squares, takes inside corner. Runner gets hung up, but doesn't draw a throw. McCowan moves on. Runners on second and third. Outfield plays her the other way. Ground ball into center field. One run will score. Come on down. The second run scores. All-American Sports Academy with Aragonu all the way to third. They lead it 2-0.
Aragono using the middle part of the field right by Saxon. Runner on third, scores. Second run comes in, scores. Aragono all the way over to third base, hits this ball hard. An All-American Sports Academy generating some runs late in the ball game.
That one in and out of the catcher's mitt, a huge third run. Lily Bean couldn't hold on to that one, and it's 3-0 now with just 3 outs to get. What a turn of events.
As pitch up in the zone, we've seen Sherwood work so well down. This pitch just gets away from Lily Bean.
Sydney Groves came out of this game defensively, stays in as the DP though. Caught off second base, made an aggressive turn. Looked like leg area, maybe the knee, not sure, gave a little bit. So better to be safe than sorry, but she's got a big bat. Sydney frozen, did not go. And now, you've armed Heffernan with 3 runs to go back out to the circle and lock this thing up. (16U) Platinum National Championship game. It's so good to have the Premier Girls Fastpitch Nationals back. After everything was shut down in 2020. Curveball, good take.
And you gotta really credit Haley Moore down there in the 9th spot, getting this inning going with that tremendous at-bat.
They'll protect that leg, absolutely make sure they get a runner out there.
Coach, 4 is in, double zeros out. 4 is in, double zeros out.
Cassidy Baroni.
Next runner in first base, number 4, Cassidy Baroni.
Cassidy gets a chance to help her team out. How good does that feel to earn that walk? Kaylin Bridgman. Takes a strike over the inside corner. Out there at first, Cassidy Baroni's out of Fort Bragg High School. She's in 2023 in Fort Bragg, California. Daughter of Marianne and Steve. Trying to score yet a 4th run. Just off the plate outside. Ground ball finds the hole in center field and a base hit, the first for Bridgman. What a bottom half of the 6th inning. Baroni moves up.
AS really figured this out and made good, solid contact down through the infield. I think that's key, is they found the middle part of the ball and really used the ground effectively.
Jasmine Chow takes her chance, maybe to add on some more. 1-0 the count. Jasmine lined out to the right side, grounded out back to the circle. And a chance to take a peek at a new arm. Tess Buemiller steps in, and I'm going to tell you this, Sherwood has a lot to be proud of. In a championship game, pitching this deep in a scoreless game, and helping to get her team to this point.
I couldn't agree more. Just a really nice performance. I mean, she came to show and she did really, really well, threw some nice stuff, put her team in a great position to be competitive in this ball game, and still are. The score is only 3-0. A lot can change in a half inning. But a really nice performance by Sherwood.
Miller about to go to work. So day one, week one in the books, right? And softball back in 2021. We lost this event last year. How much fun has it been for you this week to see the families, the smiles in person, and now to crown a couple of champions?
I think we felt empty last year. We really missed it. The summer was not without this game, and so it was just really nice to see the families come out and enjoy this ballpark and this weather and all that Southern California has to offer, and the competition. I mean, we missed it, and I think these athletes really have a newfound appreciation and love for this game because of what they had to endure over the last year, and that's made this worth it. I know for PGF it's made it worth the grind of making this happen, but it's just been just a real special week.
And we understand a lot of you watching this around North America didn't experience some of the struggles that California athletes did, or Oregon, or New York, or Washington. But you live out here, and I lived out here the earlier part of this year, but you were here last year. It was tough for athletes to find a place to even just work out safely.
And there were some really fun stories about going out, trying to find a field, cops showing up, kicking them out, or communities protecting these athletes. It was difficult, but I think we've persevered through it, and there's light at the end of the tunnel, and we've all come out better because of it.
On the greatest event there is, devoted to amateur softball, is back. Such a rich history of those that have gone on to the college ranks, thousands through this event, gone on to the pro ranks as well. Gorgeous bunt, but in time, a nice play defensively. Chow for the second out. Runners move to second and third, 2 away. And here's Marissa Jordan. She struck out in the third inning and walked in the fifth. And if you don't mind, Amanda and I plan on developing more and more content with the PG brand on it in the coming year. So come stop by and see us. The access and the conversations with these great athletes. As that one is low. One of the reasons we're able to reference so much the touch and feel and what everyone went through is we also are fortunate enough every Tuesday night to have a show on SiriusXM ESPNU Radio devoted to amateur softball. 8 o'clock Pacific, by the way, if we're just sharing with folks. So we've talked to coaches and athletes and leaders and through the heart of the pandemic. I mean, not just kind of around it, but in the middle of it. We were every week talking to them.
Yeah, that was actually probably the highlight for me, is not stopping the show. Even though softball stopped, it was learning about what athletes and coaches were doing to stay sharp in the game and to get creative and to stay connected.
Hit hard right to the third baseman. Harrison's had a fine game defensively out there at third base. They need 3 runs in a bad way. What an incredible inning for the All-American Sports Academy. 3 outs away from a PGF crown. The night of the pitcher at the 16U National Championship game. Look at Abby Pikus dancing back behind home plate. As we showed you these great pictures at this event, she's dancing because she's enjoyed what Brooklyn Heffernan has done. 3 outs away from a title for All-American Sports Academy as that one is in. A screwball, 1-0 the count. Amanda Freed, Darren Sutton, and you, thanks for spending time with us. In on the hands, this thing far from over. That's the way you started if you're Matlock. Her second hit, she's got a double back in the second, remember.
Well, the way this game was rolling, I thought we were going to be here long into the night, but these teams have found their offenses. It could get interesting.
Coach 4 is in.
For the Bandits, number 4, Carleen Murray.
Carleen Murray will run. Murray runs out there.
Now batting second baseman number 30, Rachel Sisson.
Rachel Sisson will hit. Singled, line to third. Over the inside corner, strike one. Carleen Murray, the runner at first, from South Surrey, British Columbia, is committed to go to Howard. She's a 2022. One of the better players at her age in Canada. Swings right through that one. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Choices people make. As Murray dealt with a lot of challenges at first. That one's popped up center field, long run. One away. Moore makes the play. Murray trickles back to the bag. She shared that during the COVID lockdown in Canada, she chose to come to the U.S. to play softball for 6 weeks. A host family hosted her, and she got a chance to play a little bit. She pitches too.
Now batting number 18, Tess Buehmiller.
Tess Buehmiller will hit. We saw her come in and pitch. Over the inside corner, 0-1 the count to Tess. In on the hands, ranging to her left. They get the lead runner, trying to turn it over, unable to do that. So Murray is off the base pads. Buehmiller reaches on a fielder's choice, 1 out away from a title. Zoe Smithson gets the call. Gabby Toney will run it first. We saw Smithson run earlier. She gets a chance now to grab it at bat. Aragonu says, we've got 1 out, baby. There are 2 outs in this one.
You can see All-American Sports Academy coming together. Kind of preparing for this final out.
Smithson opens up, lifts that one foul down the first base line. Tony will head on back. Zoe out of Port Angeles, Washington. She's at 2022 as she heads into her senior year. She's the older sister of Ian. And that one is high. And Zoe works defensively. She's a catcher. One and one to count. Fly ball well struck right center field. That'll do it. It's a championship at the 16U Platinum Division for the All-American Sports Academy as they win PGF 2021. Congratulations to Charlie Pikus Dave Cardoza and Shelby Weeks, the coaching staff. And it's a championship at the 16U age group. Both of these teams really thrilled us. They really did. A pitcher's duel until the bottom half of the 6th inning. The gap was closed. That one was put away, and bing, bang, boom, time to celebrate. Here comes Haley Moore looking for her mates. When we come back, a conversation from down in the diamond. All-American Sports Academy wins PGF. All-American Sports Academy, they are champions by a score of 3-0. Brooklyn Heffernan was dynamic. She's standing by with Amanda Freed. Guys, take it away.
Yeah, so we have Brooklyn Heffernan here, the winning pitcher for today's game. Congratulations, a hard-fought match. Take me through your team's heart and effort throughout this tournament this week.
We worked so hard. We practice all the time, every weekend, during the week. We really worked hard for it, and I definitely think we earned it.
You were in the circle every inning of bracket play, so that takes guts in itself. Talk to me about today's performance, how proud you are of yourself for just, you probably didn't even realize it, but you were steel-faced out there in the circle the entire time. Your team. Tell me about your performance today.
I gotta say, it was all for the girls. I know they had my back, so I have theirs. Anything for them.
And then a shout out to your coaches. You talked about the hard work and effort all through this tournament. You guys showed it on the field. Such a tremendous team effort. Talk to me about your coaches.
My coaches are great. They've been there. They have my back. They have full trust in me. They've given me every opportunity to be where I am today. And my pitching coach, Jimmy Dyson, he's helped me so much get to where I am today. So big shout out to my coaches.
Well, congratulations, and All-American Sports Academy 16U Platinum National Champions.
Yeah, excellent stuff, Amanda. Congratulations to those coaches that are busy photobombing during interviews as well. I like it. Charlie, great job. Charlie Pikus, Dave Cardoza, and Shelby Weeks. The 16U Platinum Division National Champions, All-American Sports Academy, that Northern California team. A tip of the cap to the AI Bandits. They have so much to be proud of out of the Pacific Northwest. On behalf of our entire production team, it's always a blast. Great 2 weeks in Southern California. My partner Amanda Freed. My name is Darren Sutton. Congrats again to the champions, AASA Pikus, All-American Sports Academy. They win PGF. See you soon.